All right, time now on this edition of CMS Connected for our Spotlight segment. And in our Spotlight segment, we are going to be reviewing eSpirit's CMS platform. eSpirit was founded in 1999 with European headquarters in Germany and U.S. headquarters right here in our backyard in Lexington, Massachusetts. They are the manufacturer of FirstSpirit, the CMS platform of eSpirit. FirstSpirit software enables the creation, management, and publishing of content across multiple channels, including corporate websites, company intranets and portals, extranets, print, and mobile devices. And to talk more about eSpirit and FirstSpirit, we bring in our good pal, Sonny Lenarduzzi from Falcon Software. Good morning, Sonny. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. So let's talk about eSpirit first in particular, or the history of FirstSpirit, if you will. Give us the background.
Yeah, well, like you mentioned, I mean, the company's been around for quite a long time, 16 years, and the product actually has a really interesting history. So it was developed by two individuals who worked within the education industry, and it was developed first as a prototype. So it kind of has that engineering DNA built right into it. It was originally founded in Germany, and it's evolved into a few different iterations over the years, coming to North America in 2012. So it's fairly new on the marketplace here. And it's really positioned in the market as a best of breed approach. And I would say as it's evolved over the years, it's kind of a hybrid between a content management system and a portal. And because of that, one of their strongest assets is customization and personalization for the platform.
So let's talk a little bit more about the pros. You said customization and personalization. And what I thought you said at the beginning is very interesting. I mean, with the DNA, both from education and engineering, I would imagine that, you know, what this is founded on, what it's built on, is teaching, learning, helping solve problems.
Absolutely. And I would say that right there is one of the biggest pros to going with this option. However, what you could consider one of their biggest pros and their biggest assets, like I mentioned, it could also be considered a bit of a con and pigeonholes FirstSpirit for some companies when they're looking at their options. So because the product is primarily focused on core content management and integration, that, like I said, is one of their biggest assets. But if you look at other tightly coupled suites like a Sitecore and Adobe, they cater to a plethora of customer needs. And in the digital marketing landscape, marketers are looking for analytics and other peripheral requirements, and those tightly coupled suites do offer those, and it's kind of an all-in-one solution, whereas FirstSpirit has maintained their stance as a product that's focused on content management, and it's a single entry point. It is extremely easy to use and integrate with other applications, but I think getting in the door for them has been a little bit more challenging. It's definitely a hub and spoke model, which can be great in a lot of different ways, especially when it comes to, like I said, integration. And on the flip side of this side of things, if you look at full service suite, something that they face as a challenge is integration and working with other applications. So that's where FirstSpirit definitely has an advantage, possibly over competitors.
So Sonny, when you talk about FirstSpirit and eSpirit, and you mentioned customization and personalization, does that mean it takes longer to implement? Is it less user-friendly than some other all-in-one solutions?
No, I think this is an editor's best friend, this platform, and I actually think it's easier to implement. And the reason I say that is I think marketers tend to want to address this long list of problems, and so they're going to all-in-one solutions and options like Adobe's and Sitecores because they see that they can address everything in one quick fix, but it's generally not a quick fix. And FirstSpirit has a lot of background with content management specifically, and they have so many applications that they work with that it's actually very quick time to market and very, very easy to implement. So they see the need to integrate in order to meet customer challenges, and they're extremely flexible in their offerings as a decoupled solution. So that's one of their biggest benefits. And it has the ability to connect content and deliver content to any third-party delivery tier like Demandware, Java delivery tiers, .NET tiers. So the flexibility makes this extremely easy to integrate and extremely quick in getting to market.
Sonny, what industries are their sweet spot? What industries does eSpirit cater to?
I would say retail is probably the biggest because it depends on commerce for the front end delivery tier. Financial services is another one because of the secure delivery of content. Complex manufacturing, actually, because there's so many parts and data that need to be organized. And one that I see as a huge opportunity for them, but because I said they're fairly new in North America, and I would say marketing is one of their biggest challenges. People aren't quite aware of what they're capable of doing. Travel and hospitality is a big opportunity for them. They haven't broken into it entirely, but because of things like booking agents or booking engines and integration with multiple content repositories, it's definitely a great opportunity for them to be involved in that industry as well. And I know they work in the automotive space too, Mercedes being one of their biggest clients.
And Sunny, who are some of eSpirit's biggest competitors?
I mean, the usual suspects, Adobe, Sitecore, Oracle. And in the open source space, as far as competition, I would say Hippo, Acquia, Drupal. But like I said, because they're fairly new, they need to get in the door with companies. And they've kind of been pigeonholed because of the hub and spoke model. And they've been working with really big companies as kind of an add-on, like Demandware, IBM. And they haven't had the opportunity to really break into enterprise. So whether or not they're direct competition for those companies right now, I'm not sure. But I think once the awareness grows, once they have a bigger brand presence, especially in the enterprise space, I think they're definitely going to be direct competitors.
Sunny Lenarduzzi in our Spotlight segment reviewing eSpirit and FirstSpirit.